Hi friends, welcome back. So today we will be continuing from where we left on Friday. Friday we were covering attitude, which is the extra plus for your leadership, and we started with this how we can develop of whatever it takes attitude. The 7 steps to develop that. The first was disown your helplessness, never portray a victim mindset, then take bull by the horn, be action oriented, then enter no whining zone. Don't be a complainer, and to overcome that, we needed to have a attitude of gratitude. Then we should see the things from the other's perspective as well. That is, put a new pair of shoes. Then we should do what is our passion, or we should make whatever do our passion. So that was the nurture your passion. Then exceed the expectation, where we talked about help more than others think you should help them, ask more of yourself than others ask, do more than other things you should have to do, believe more in yourself than others believe in you, expect more from yourself than others expect from you, and give more than others think you should give. And then we discussed we should focus on the area of our strength, uh, and we should grow over there. That then we should use the opportunities which are in our areas of strength, and then we should find out others' expectation, and we should keep our expectations much above than what others' expectations are. That is, others' expectations should be our floor level, and over which we should build our expectation. And then we talked about positive discontent. That is, never be satisfied with whatever success you have, of whatever you have achieved. So today we'll be talking about how we can put whatever it takes attitude into action. It is very easy, in fact, and believe me, we do it day in day out when we actually have that attitude. And one time or other in your life, you have always exhibited that attitude. And so how we can put, there are 5 steps. One is, say, as a leader we have ideas to implement. Once we have accumulated the idea, we need to put it to the test. That is, no, we have to take action. See, a man may be equipped with tons of theories, best of the ideas, he would have best of the skills and the most positive attitude and strongest of the belief. But if he just sits with all these attributes, nothing is going to come out. Action is the basis of all success. Every action may not be successful, but at the same time, there is no success without action. So, no, it is said that right time to implement an idea is now. We need to test our ideas by implementing them to find out how far we are from the expected outcome. It is job, the job which has not been started takes the longest time to finish, in fact. And to be willing to test our ideas with action, we can allow, no, we can follow a few points, like we should always challenge an assumption. See, the first thing my mentor taught to me was never assume anything. I mean, assumption is the mother of all messes as such. So a good leader, no, he always tests his assumption to find out the reality. As finding reality and defining reality is basically the most important task of a leader. And we need to challenge assumption in both the time, when we are succeeding and when we are failing. Why? When you are succeeding, maybe as an organization we are doing very good, but we may also be leaving a lot of business on the table. So we need to we need to challenge the assumptions what we have made for our business when we are doing good. And when we are doing bad, obviously we need to challenge the assumptions so that we can find out what wrong we have assumed, and probably we can correct it. We can define the things more clearly and more realistically. The second is, we should ask a lot of questions to know how successful our ideas are. if there is a better way of doing the things, we should ask the question. And believe me, answer is asking hard questions without fear of getting negative answers. So there are a few questions which probably we may ask: is there any better way to do the things what we are doing, or what we can learn from others who do what we do, or how can I become better to help my team to become better? No, so asking these questions and their answers, maybe negative, maybe positive, will help us in changing things for the better. And the last is, we should always benchmark ourselves against our potential. See, how are the targets are fixed in the organization? They are fixed because last year, say we had done X amount. So let us raise it by 20%, and let us target for 20% for this year. So, benchmarking expectation from yourself from your past is basically playing very safe. So we should always benchmark our expectations from ourselves based on our potential, not our past. Because past, whatever we have achieved would probably maybe because we are creating a team or we are doing anything else. So once we benchmark our expectation based on our potential, that is the real test how much we can stretch ourselves. So the next point will be covered by Jyoti.
So, hi everyone. As we are talking about whatever it takes attitude development in a leader. So the next step after test is fail. So fail itself says that first attempt in learning. So we are not failing. In every failure there is some learning is there. Either we win or we learn. So have you ever think like why mostly people do not act on the ideas? Because it may lead to the failure. There may be chances of failure. People don't realize that failure is an essential part of success. When we have the fear of failure, it keep us and our team away from the away to reach whatever our potential is. So we cannot reach there. And if we see, everyone knows about Edison. He has invented the light bulb. So before the invention of bulb, he has he has like more than thousands attempt he did, but he failed. But he did not sit there and left his like whatever invention he was doing. He was keep on doing, and after that failure he successful, and finally he invented the light bulb. So that is a mark of leader, that they are ready to fail. And most people always try to avoid the failure. They should be avoided. But if always they avoid, it will not going to help them. We should not avoid the failure. We should not avoid taking any big decisions or any big risk or initiating the new effort which help them to and our team to reward the growth and big achievement. If we will not try, we will not know that if we are fail in that or if we are successful. So we should always be putting our best effort. But we should always remember that to be successful we need to be willing to fail, and even then maintain the positive attitude. So how can we maintain the positive attitude after failing also? So if we follow a few things, like if we accept that the failure and success both are the two sides of the same coin. So if we want to grow, you need to come out of your comfort zone, meet bullies at the borderland, cross through the wasteland, overcome illusions, and walk through the valleys of giants. Then only we can reach to the promised land. It means exposing ourselves to pressure, demands, criticism, uh, failure, etc. And it is up to us how we are taking these challenges. Are we giving up, or are we ready to take to face the challenges? Because sometimes when we give up on these challenges, we fail to become more effective and productive as a leader or as a person So believe me, the price of success is failure. If we desire success, we need to embrace failure. And the only people who have not failed ever are those who have never tried. So without trying anything, any idea or anything, you cannot say that you are pass or fail like that. So we should always remember that success comes along with failure. So the second thing which we have to keep in mind that success is colorfully varied. It's not monochromatic. So if you become successful at everything, so don't you feel that your life become boring and more predictable? Everyone knows that whatever you are doing, you become a successful, or you become successful in that. So nobody is more interested in that. But if we see in nature also, if we see in nature, like it doesn't give the mangoes every year, and throughout the year mangoes are not coming. Why? Because if it happens like throughout the year we get the mangoes, we will not cherish the taste of mangoes. So it happens same with the success also. Like if we face no struggle, we may not be able to enjoy our success. We need to welcome unexpected and be open to a picture of success that is different from expected. So a productive life is colorful. It's not monochromatic gray. And a person's progress can take many different forms. Like failure to achieve what you intended can often lead to entirely different kind of success. Maybe a better version of success than you ever imagined. So it's not like the same. Whatever we expect, like if we are, suppose we are doing something, we expecting this result, but maybe we are not able to achieve that success. Maybe we get something more that is good, which we have not expected also. So it can happen. So failure is a fun when it overcome. It add colors to our success story. So be an accidental, deviate from what's expected, but understand the context in which you are doing so, and be open to fail. And also we have to remember that we should also have a game plan to overcome the failure. So when it comes to failing, our egos are our own worst enemies. So as soon as things start going wrong, our defense mechanism kicks in, and tempting us to do what we can to save us. So failure causes a variety of reactions. The first reaction is denial. So it seems to be the hardest thing in the world to admit that we have made a mistake and try to put it right. It requires you to challenge a status quo to of your own making. And another reaction is chasing our losses. Like suppose if we are fail if we have regret that we failed in this thing, and we try to cover up that thing, we don't want to accept that thing. In that process, what we are doing, we are damaging more. Whatever damage happened, we are creating worse. We are creating that failure worse. And we need to have a game plan. If we fail, we need to overcome it. We should always remember that yesterday ended last night. So we can't cry on our failure. We need to look forward and prepare ourselves for today. So next Abhishek will cover.
Yeah, that was great. See what John C. Maxwell says, you should never give yourself for more than 24 hours, either crying over a failure or basically celebrating a success. So it is only 24 hours. And always remember, yesterday ended last night. So after that, there is nothing. You have new day, you have new expectations, you have new opportunities to chase, you have new avenues to reach. So we should, I mean, that is the only way probably we can come up with our failure is we decide कि ठीक है हम फेल होंगे तो हम 8 घंटे 12 घंटे 24 घंटे विल बी नो cry, or we will have a lamenting kind of thing. And even if we succeed, then also we'll celebrate only for those 24 hours. और गीता में बोला ना, सुख दुखे समय कृत्वा लाभा लाभो जया जयो, वही चीज इवन जॉनसी मैक्सवेल भी बोलते हैं. So, coming to the third point, after we have tested, we failed. Now, what happens after failing? After failing, we need to learn from the failure. So, and a lot of people wants to be overnight success. And believe me, if you want to be overnight success, I'll tell you how you can become. It is possible. Who says it is not possible? It is very much possible to be overnight success. How? First of all, you show up for practice every day. You work hard. You try new things. You fail. You improve. You grow. You face countless challenges and rejections. You doubt yourself and you want to quit, but you do not quit. And do it all over again and again and again and again forever, for months, years, decades. And you will become an overnight success, isn't it? Sweet, short formula for becoming an overnight success. So, what I was exactly telling was that there is nothing what you can achieve overnight. So, it is always a journey. So, journey we have put our action, we failed. Now, why we failed, we need to analyze. We need to basically, learn from those mistakes. A mistake is only a failure if we are not learning from it. And you believe me, all leaders basically embrace this truth. They make mistake, because no one is perfect. Everyone will make one mistake or other, but we need to learn from it. And what is pity, normally people resort to one of the following things when they fail. They resolve that they will never make a mistake again. And believe me, that is foolish. You are bound to make a mistake if you are trying to do anything worthwhile, if you are trying to do anything new. Then a lot of people allow their mistakes to make cowards of them, and that is fatal. Basically, when I say they allow their mistakes to make them cowards of them, is they don't even start doing any new thing. They just go in shell. So that is fatal, because that way you will never grow. And there are third category of people. They develop the security to learn from their mistakes. They learn from their mistake, they implement that, and that is fruitful. Highly successful leader learn from their mistakes and move on. It takes right attitude, not talent. Believe me, a lot of people say कि वो बंदा बहुत ही स्मार्ट है, उसका IQ बहुत हाई है, so वो सक्सेसफुल हो जाएगा. Those, it is all attitude. Talent is never enough, believe me. And if we digest this fact that failure is part of our life and we take positive learnings from it, we will develop potential to achieve many great things. And we can take our teams, our organizations, our society to a great height. So be open to learn from your mistakes. Be open to make mistake also, and then learn from it.
Okay, so you told about learning. So the greatest value of learning is when we improve. Otherwise, there is no meaning for learning also. So when you can be sure that you always focus on that key. If you did any mistake, you fail in that. Learn that mistake and try to improve that, so that you will not repeat it. So if we are improving, we have seen the two kind of mindset we can see, like success mindset, and the other is the improvement mindset. So success mindset always asks what I am getting, and improvement mindset is focusing always on what I am becoming. So the constant improvement is only guarantee of better future. So I believe you will agree when I say that everybody makes a mistake. No, but not everybody corrects them. Everybody hears anything, and just hearing, and not everybody listens. Everybody has problems, but not everybody solves the problems. Everybody falls, but not everybody gets back up after falling. Everybody receives lessons from life, but not everybody improves from them. Everybody needs to make changes, but they only think about it. Not everybody do the changes in themselves. So we should develop the get better mindset, and that comes with only improving from our learning. If we are leading a group of people, then it's our responsibility to bring an attitude of improvement to our team, and to help others also to embrace it. So we should be cautious about success, because achieving any measure of success can impair our ability to imagine achieving something better. So next, Abhishek will cover.
You know why Jyoti said the last line? Last line, I don't know how many of you noticed, but the last line is of paramount importance. See, once we become successful, uh, once we gain some amount of success on something, or we, probably had set our goal and we have achieved it, then we are not able to see beyond that. And that is the greatest curse of success. As it is always said, ki a good life is always an enemy of better life. That is how a small success or a success is always, a stopping stone for you for the larger success, the significance, in fact. So even if we have achieved whatever we had desired, that should not stop us from moving ahead. So that is known as the growth mindset. Last time I had covered the growth mindset and the goal mindset. And the example I had given was Sachin Tendulkar and Vinod Kambli. Both were extremely talented cricketer, and in fact, as per their common coach, Vinod Kambli was much more talented than Sachin Tendulkar. But the only difference in the mindset made Sachin Tendulkar demigod, and today hardly anyone remembers Vinod Kambli. Though, no, to get a first double century, Sachin Tendulkar took ages. Kambli had, almost, I believe, in 1 year, the first year of itself, he had achieved that a first double century. So that is the difference between goal and growth mindset. So we should apply the growth mindset, and that will help us to achieve the greater heights. Because the goal mindset will stop us wherever we reach, whatever goal we have perceived. Now, when you have tested your idea, you have failed, you have learned, you have improved. Now you need to re-enter the race with with your whatever it takes attitude is strengthened, and with new ways of approaches and challenges to lead others. The process increase our commitment, makes us better leader, and increases our potential. Whenever there is a lion in our life and we are chasing it, we should adopt whatever it takes attitude and chase the lion for all your worth. Even if we are not able to catch it, we'll never regret it. And say if we don't chase, then we'll always regret. So whatever is your dream, friends, take whatever wear whatever it takes attitude, go chase and achieve it. And believe me, at your deathbed, you will not regret you have not tried that. And just to summarize, how we can become a positive believer within us, or how we can develop the positive believer within us is, first we should start, no, after gathering the ideas, we should stop we should yeah, start the test. We should write down our first step as test, second step as fail, third step learn, fourth step improve, fifth step re-enter. Now let us implement the idea. Okay, so we write down, ki, this is how we have implemented the idea. When you have failed, write down, this was my failure. Then this is the third May. This is the learning from the failure. Fourth is you improve by those learning. Then you again re-enter. And believe me, if you don't fail, still go till step five. But repeat this test till you fail, and then learn and improve, and then re-enter. Because failing is very important part of life. If you have not failed, anyone who has not failed, believe me, will never be able to achieve anything which is great. And entire thing what we spoke can be summarized in one of the poem, and it is a beautiful poem I read in seventh, I believe. Yes, Hindi. It is a Hindi poem which says, one second. लहरों से डरकर नौका पार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की हार नहीं होती, नन्ही चींटी जब दाना लेकर चलती है, चढ़ती दीवारों पर 100 बार फिसलती है, मन का विश्वास रगों में साहस भरता है, चढ़कर गिरना गिरकर चढ़ना ना करता है, आखिर उसकी मेहनत बेकार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की हार नहीं होती। डुबकियां सिंधु गोताखोर डुबकियां सिंधु में गोताखोर लगाता है, जा जाकर खाली हाथ लौट कर आता है, मिलते नहीं सहज ही मोती गहरे पानी में, बढ़ता दुगना उत्साह इसी हैरानी में, मुट्ठी उसकी खाली हर बार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की हार नहीं होती। एंड बिलीव मी, द थर्ड पैरा इज द क्रक्स। असफलता एक चुनौती है, स्वीकार करो, क्या कमी रह गई है देखो और सुधार करो, जब तक न सफल हो नींद चैन त्यागो तुम, संघर्ष का मैदान छोड़ मत भागो तुम, नेवर क्विट, कुछ किए बिना ही जय जयकार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की हार नहीं होती। सी क्या कमी रह गई देखो और सुधार करो। सो व्हेन यू हैव फेल्ड, असफलता एक चुनौती है, स्वीकार करो। यू नीड टू एक्सेप्ट योर फेल्योर, you need to learn, you need to improve, and then you need to re-enter. The third para is telling all that only. So yeah, with that, friends, we'll be taking the leave from you, and we will again touch base on next Friday, 8:30 p.m. With another quality which we should develop in ourselves to be a successful and great leader. Thank you.
Thank you.